So we have some news from Flame Toys. Now if you haven't heard of Flame Toys, you may think that they're another third-party company, but they're not. They're actually more of a second party, meaning they're actually official licensed products. Flame Toys has two types of products. One is a line of high-quality, highly articulated action figures that feature premium paint jobs, die-cast parts, and sometimes even built-in lights. The other line is a smaller, easy-to-assemble, fully posable model kits. Unfortunately, none of these figures actually transform, but they are still really nice and dynamic-looking figures to mess with and display. And here we have some new prototypes and concept art of their upcoming products. First off, in their Kuro Kara Kuri premium action figure line, we have a prototype of one of the original 13, Megatronus himself, the Fallen, in a more War Within style rather than his Bay universe look. He even includes some flame effect parts. If you missed out on the Make Toys Fallen, or even if you didn't, this is an awesome representation of the character. Next, we have a piece of concept art for an Idw G1 Optimus Prime with what seems to be some movie-inspired Jetfire armor. It also seems to have some God Jinrai influence too, but it's hard to tell with it all being blacked out. Speaking of which, we have another piece of concept art that's fully blacked out, which is apparently an Idw Rodimus. Again, it's just a silhouette, so there's not much to say here. And lastly, we have a prototype of Idw Megatron in his stealth bomber form. Again, this one looks great, just too bad he doesn't transform. Next, for their 4i model kit line, we have some very controversial images that some people are saying are too overly sexualized versions of Transformers. First up is a prototype figure of Idw Drift, just thrusting his crotch forward. Now if this looks familiar, it's because they've already done an Idw Drift in their action figure line, which looks just like this. However, this one being a model kit, it'll be smaller, cheaper, and won't include any die cast or lights. Next is a CG render of a very G1 looking Optimus Prime, who, once again, appears to be thrusting his crotch toward us, made even worse by his pointy chest, thin waist, just thick hips and legs, and most of all, his huge engorged crotch piece. No, but seriously, the image people actually have their panties in a twist over is this last one of a very sexy looking Windblade concept art. It's funny how right after Big Firebird reveals their very shapely RC and Windblade, Flame Toys comes out with their own risque Windblade design. I should mention that this particular piece of art was done by an artist known for doing some not safe for work fan art by the name of Ban, and this Windblade design looks almost identical to ones he's done in the past. Personally, I hope Flame Toys does more figures or model kits like this, especially that Black Arachnia. What do you think of these upcoming officially licensed offerings from Flame Toys? Do any of them pique your interest? Let me know down in the comments.